Hi guys, welcome. Today I think I will talk about the cards with from many loyalty programs when you can collect points and how it works. Because in many stores in many countries you can get some card like this and you can collect points when you buy things in one store, and sometimes you get something, sometimes it's just a waste of just a shit. Depends, because I've seen many cards where they are worth nothing and there's nothing what you can do with them, and there's no profits almost. You get some points, but you change to this, and sometimes you don't go always to the same store, the same company. Sometimes you go to some other places and you go somewhere on the way, and so let's look for cards from UK. I have some of them, I know not all of them, but First one, Subway, Subway restaurant. When you want to buy some sandwich, you can collect points, and after that you can exchange to something. From time to time I go to Subway, but not very often. Sometimes I eat in some other places, and I don't have enough points to change to anything. From this reason that I don't look always for a Subway when I want a sandwich, and Subway is a little it's hard to find sometimes, and sometimes it's not on the way, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, and even where it is on my way I always forget this card because I don't have a space in the wallet. So sometimes it's really, if you go very often to Subway maybe, but for me a little useless. Good thing that you can replace a card with an app on the phone, so if you go often and you forgot about card, you can install app from a Subway, and then you need to take a card from a Subway restaurant, from a store, from a Subway, from a point, from a takeaway. You need to take a card, but then you can register, install an app, put a card number, and then you have a virtual copy of this card in your phone, so you can use your phone. You don't have to take the card with you, so good for people who don't remember about this, Next thing, Oyster card, standard prepaid card to use public transport in London, so it works exactly as contactless card. So if you wanna have this card, you need to order this card online, and you pay £5 deposit, and then you top this with how much you want. If you don't need this card anymore, you just go to a machine. If you have a credit on a card less than £10, you can withdraw everything, including deposit, and then the card will be cancelled. Or if you have more than £10 credit, you have to travel, or you can apply online to send this to your account. So, and the other thing, because now in TfL in London you can use 3 ways of paying. You can pay by cash and buy a standard paper ticket, which is the most expensive thing. Second, you can buy Oyster card, top this card, and use this for a travel. Or the third option is to use contactless card, Visa or MasterCard. If you have a contactless card, you can use this on a gate. But sometimes you have a card which is not contactless, or it's not accepted from I don't know which reason, but your card doesn't work in this machine, and mostly where your card is not contactless card, without contactless ability, then you need the second from the cheapest way is to buy an Oyster card. So then you need this. I don't need this, but sometimes before I got a contactless card I use this, so it's also a very good idea. So this is one of the good things. Next one, Shell Drivers Club, from a Shell company, card from a gas station. Exactly, I've got this when I was on a Shell, but Shell is not such common, and usually in London the problem is that gas stations are far away, and they are from a different companies, so it's much more distance than comparing to Berlin, for example, or Brussels. so we need to spend much more time to go to a destination, sometimes even 5-6 miles. To go to a destination is not such close like in other cities, but this is just compared between London and Berlin and Brussels. The other thing is that from a shell you collect points and then you can exchange for something, but you need to have a lot of points to change for anything. This is one thing. The other, that the shell stations are expensive, so for example, I prefer other stations. This is Jet and Harvest, but if you use Shell and you go only to Shell, good idea. Yeah. The bad thing about the Shell Drivers Club, the Shell Smart program, is that in every country where the Shell company has their stations, the cards are different. For example, different and separate, and you can't exchange between the countries. For example, this is from UK and this is from Germany. So yeah, but yeah, I have this. Next thing is I forgot about what I should have. And next is Testo Club Card. This one, if you go to a Testo, which is a really common network and stores in UK, in Ireland, and maybe in some other countries, I don't know where, but I know that in UK and in Ireland, then yeah. In each of these countries you can apply for a club card. In some of them you can collect from a store. In UK not, you just take a form and you need to fill it, or you can fill online and a card will be sent with your printed name to your home. Then you can collect points on this card. With this card, with a Shell Club card, you get also 2 small cards which you can attach to yeah, this is without your name. You can attach to your keys, so it's really useful. If you make a shopping in Testo very often, it's a good idea. If not, you can just have this. Exactly, I know that if you collect many points, you can change them for some check and then some voucher, and then use this voucher in a store. So it's also a nice idea. If you have a Testo very close to you, for example, you live in UK and you have Testo very close, because if you have Asda, the prices are similar. Sometimes Asda is cheaper, sometimes Testo. But the thing is that if it's very close, I think if you have a closer Testo than Asda doesn't have any program, Testo has. So then if you go to Testo, it's good to have this card. Especially sometimes there's some small Testos in downtown, so then you can collect some points if you have close. Yeah. But not bad program. Next one, Star Rewards from a Stardust station. Standard light shell, you collect points, and then you can change it. You need many points. And the last one, no, not the last one. Second from Harvest key points. This is a cheap card. And the thing is, the Harvest is network, the company of the destinations. So we have some destinations in London. If you have a close, for example, for me it's quite close, Harvest Energy Station, and then you go there, and that's a cheap station. You put a diesel line, you collect points. When a card is full, you can change the full card, because that you collect points. When it's full, you can collect to a £5 voucher. So with a next refilling, you have £5 less. Really nice idea. And the last one, that's a Nectar card. This one, which you can use in Sainsbury and on eBay. So good thing is, if you have an eBay account on eBay, on eBay in UK website, not on all, because in you need to have this on eBay UK, and I think with British address. But the thing is, if you live in UK and you have on eBay UK, you can connect your Nectar card. The Nectar card you can take from any Sainsbury store you start. Then you just need to register this Nectar card online, and you go to an eBay account store, eBay account settings. On the eBay account settings, you can connect eBay account with a Nectar account, and then you can change Nectar points to vouchers for eBay, or another thing, that on anything you buy on the eBay, you get a Nectar points. So you make some small shopping, you buy something, some shopping on the eBay. You collect points. Even when you don't have to go to Sainsbury and spend money there. You just collect points in on the eBay. You spend money on the eBay. You collect points in the Nectar, and after you have some points, I don't remember exactly how many. You can change Nectar points to a voucher, and on the next when you buy something, the next time you can use this voucher, will be used automatically on this transaction. So you collect some points and then you can spend this for a voucher. Really nice idea. From all these stars from UK, except Oyster, because Oyster is a travel for the TFL, Transport for London. For the most useful, from my point of view, the free Nectar. If you make a shopping on the eBay very often, or you need to buy something on the eBay, you just collect points, and after some time maybe you will be able to change to a voucher. Good idea to have this. Sometimes you make some small shopping and you collect 1, 2, 3, 5 points, 5 points, 10 points on the Nectar, but after some time maybe you will be able to change this for some vouchers. So Nectar is really useful. Second, if you use a card, Harvest Energy G card, because you also collect points, and you don't need to have such much points to change this for a voucher, for a gift card. So really nice idea. And a third from a really useful cards, that's Tisto, but only Tisto club card if you have at this Tisto store very close. Each of these cards you can order. Not all of them you can order online. Tisto you need to order online or fill in a form, and Nectar you can make online or collect from a store, and all others like Star, Harvest, Shep Club Card and Subway you only can take from these places. So but you don't need any documents, you just fill your registration, some name, address, email, phone number, that's all. So not such complicated and very easy. Most of them you don't have even to register. You have to register only when to redeem points, but when you collect points you don't have to even to register. So pretty simple. Useful, as I said, these three are useful. Other mostly useless, but the thing is that you have a wallet, you have some cards, you will have some ID, something, some ID like you have driver license, you have some bench cards, and then where you have too many card for points, there is a big mess. So sometimes it's good to have some place to put this away, or have a separate small place to just put these cards. But when you put this in separate way, you always forget about them. So it's good to choose this what we need very often and have this in a wallet, and all other in a separate place, as my point of view. So that was a short review of the British Royalty programs. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.